Well, we're back at Flow Dynamics. This is Randy Hydrick, owner and founder of Flow Dynamics. And we're so glad to be here today to talk to you about repairs. Because I tell you what, if I don't hear anything about hydraulics, the one thing I hear more than anything else is repairs. Yes.
Yes. Touchy subject at best.
Okay.
I guess that I should probably start this by saying that there is a hydraulic repair shop on every corner. Everybody that has a machine shop wants to do hydraulic repair. It's almost becoming comical how many of them there are out there. But there's an expertise to it, and every machine shop can do hydraulic repair. But hydraulic repairs can't be done by every machine shop. There's a lot of technical expertise that's essential, especially when you get into the more complicated servo cylinders and things of that nature. So we've devised a system that we call quantum repair. And we take a look at what the customer goes through when they have a cylinder that's gone down and they need repair. Some people need repair quickly because they don't have a spare. Other people have a spare and they want it just picked up and repaired to replace the one they just. So I would highly encourage everyone to have a spare for your critical cylinder. If you have that, then your repair is going to be better because it's not made under duress.
So, Randy, repairs, if you have to have repairs, it means downtime. And that's a lot of money. Okay. You're just waiting for something to get repaired and fixed.
We've had enough experience in this to know who knows what they're doing and who, what is the criteria that we use to decide which company we're going to use. Mostly it's lead time. Mostly it's, is there some time here to fix this? Or that we got to get it out and got it fixed and get it back to you the next day. We want to be able to have multiple sources that we can do this with and have arrangements with, that we can get the cylinder back to you in a distressed situation and get you back and running as fast as possible. We know that they know what they're doing. We know that we can count on them and repair for good repairs every time we send them. Typically, we go pick your cylinder up, log it into our system, we take it to the shop that we choose, and we bring the cylinder back. Quantum repairs are always done at a reasonable price, quality work, and in short order if necessary. They rely on us to do hydraulic troubleshooting, hydraulic repair, pumps and valves. They rely on our service and quality capability. We've recently been approved on ISO 9001, and that requires us to do certain things to ensure quality. This comes very much into repair. There's a lot of people out there that are less than qualified to do quality work in this world. We really would like for our customer to think of us as not only just cylinder repair. What if it's not the cylinder? What if there's something else wrong here? We have the capability of troubleshooting the whole system, valves, whatever, and the conclusion of what repair is necessary and do it in short order and get you back up.
So you have a system in-house here called Quantum Repair that helps to keep up with, because you do repairs all the time. How do you keep up with everything that's coming in, going out, getting it back in efficiently, and then getting it back to the customer?
Awesome question. We think that's the best part of quantum repair. When we receive a cylinder in that needs repair, we will let it go through its normal process. And when it comes back, before we deliver it to it, we attach to it a QR code. That QR code has the data here lying rested in the cloud. It can be edited, it can be changed, it can be updated. the whole purpose of the QR code is to let you know, number one, when was the cylinder last repaired? Number two, what was done to it? Number three, what repair parts were used? Did we hone the barrel? Did we replace the rod? What exactly did we do while it was on there on that specific date? And it not only helps us to go back and look and see what we last did, but when the cylinder is sitting on your shelf waiting as a spare, you can scan the QR code and see when it was repaired and what was done. And if you don't have some means of looking at the cylinder quickly to determine what the status of the cylinder is that you're about to put back in place, there's always a question mark for what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You may actually pick up a bad cylinder and install it if you don't know what's last happened to them.
This way they can scan it, be able to see all the history on that as far as what Flow Dynamics has done for that particular piece of it.
That's right. And then also answer question of warranty, because all this stuff is dates down. We know when it came in, we know when it was delivered back, and nobody has to go looking for it.
Perfect.
It takes time. Time is money.
Time is money.
And we do have delivery and pickup available. All you do is call in and ask for repair, and he will arrange to have that picked up and delivered back to you.
And let me just ask, a lot of your pickup, these aren't tiny things. They're big.
Oh no, we've got a couple of flatbed trailers that can haul huge cylinders. We've got flatbed trucks as well. You can tell us what you got, so we'll know what to bring. But that turns out sometimes to be a big thing.
So last week we talked about Temposonic's flex sensors. Can you tell me what you do when you get a servo cylinder in and you install it?
Yeah, of course, everybody knows servo sensors are a little tricky. Sometimes you got to be careful with them. But if you've looked at our other blogs or posts, what you're referring to is the one that we talked about, changing the servo sensor, changing the legacy Temposonic 1, which has a rod, and changing that to the flex sensor, because you can refer back to the other video to understand the benefits of having a flex sensor in. But there's a little bit of a process that you need to look at when you're swapping one out. You have to cross the part number changes, and you have to cross that sensor over to the flex sensor, and we would simply go ahead and install that and make the part number change. And when we do that, we go ahead and log all that information where we swapped that sensor out. We log that in on the QR.
When it comes back in, has it been checked and ready to go back out?
Yes, all of our vendors are pre-qualified. We've given them procedures that we want and the reassembly of the cylinder. We give them procedures on testing of the cylinder to make sure there's no leak. And we've the procedures that we set up in the ISO 9000. So yeah, there's a process, and we have to maintain that process. And you don't get this sort of thing with doing an ABC cylinder down the street. There's a million things that can go wrong in a cylinder, and some of the stuff can wipe somebody.
Thank you so much for telling us about quantum repair. I know it's a huge part of the business, and letting people know that repairs done quickly makes money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But they got to be done quickly by the right people. They know it.
All right. Well, this is Hydrick on hydraulics. Glad to see you. We'll see you next week.